Hi guys, it's Gav here from dartsplanet.tv. I hope that you're all really well. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my predictions for round one of the Masters. Now, as mentioned, not if once, but a million times, my predictions for the Worlds were absolutely incredible. I should have put some bets on. I think that I would have made some really good money. So let's hope they're going to be just as good for the Masters. And also, you guys are going to get a sneak peek at my predictions on the fantasy darts, because I'm going to be adding exactly the same ones. Now, for those of you that are not playing, there's more information on that at the end of the video. It's on the app and the Darts Planet TV website. So let's get straight into it. Have a look at the schedule, the fixtures, as well as the players' head-to-head stats before they meet each other. Friday, January 29th from 7 p.m. Each match, of course, is the best of 11 legs. If you want a bit more information on the Masters and don't know about it, I've got a previous video. Check it out. It tells you everything you need to know. The prize fund, the schedule, the players, and more. Kicking it off, we've got Ian White against Merlin, Glen Durrant against Mervyn King, Dimitri Bergh against Dobie, Christoph Wojtowski against Simon Whitlock, Michael Smith against Adrian, Daryl Gurney against Jeffrey Desvan, Jose Souza against Johny Clayton, and Joe Cullen against Stephen Bunting. Opening up the Masters, we have got Ian White against Merlin. Now, Ian White is seeded number 12 for this competition. Meanwhile, Merlin is seeded number 21. Now, these guys have played each other 14 times before. It is actually 11-3 to Merlin. Now, I think, guys, this is going to be a really close match. And it's going to be interesting to see if Merlin uses any of his tactics. We know that he did in the Worlds. It didn't go down well. He upset Anderson loads. It was a really big talking point, but Mensa is sliding really quickly. But at the same time, we have to ask ourselves, can White perform and get across the line on a big TV tournament and go really deep? It's always difficult for him. Ian White seems to play well. He'll often hit 100 average and somebody will hit 101, or he'll hit a big average and somebody will just outplay him on the doubles. It never seems to go right for Ian White. But I think Ian White wins this one, and I'm going for him to beat Merlin 6-5. Next up, we've got Glen Durrant against Mervyn King. Glen Durrant seeded 13 for this tournament. Mervyn King seeded 20. Now, these guys have played each other 3 times before, and it is currently 2-1 to Durrant. Again, I think this is going to be a really close match. Durrant has really been struggling since COVID, but he said he's going to put any doubts to bed about his confidence. He's going to come out and he's going to play really well. But it's going to be tough because Mervyn King right now is in the form of his life. He's back at work. He's looking fitter than ever. He's as confident as ever. He really believes he's going to win a big one. Could it be the Masters? For me, he's in the good half of the draw here. I think that Mervyn King beats Glen Durrant in this one, 6-5. We then see Dimitri Bergh against Dobie. Dimitri seeded 10 for this one. Dobie seeded 23. These guys have played each other 3 times. It's currently 2-1 to Dimitri. Now, this is going to be a really interesting match, this one. We know that Dimitri has won a big major. He won the World Match Play. He loves playing on TV. Meanwhile, Dobie is really struggling in recent times. He's admitted it. He's said so himself. I think that this is a really bad draw for Dobie. And I think that Dimitri's going to play a game of his life again in this early round, and I think he sees off Dobie 6-4. We then move on to Christoph Wojtowski against Simon Whitlock. Christoph Wojtowski seeded 14 in this one. Simon Whitlock number 19. These guys have played each other 5 times. It's 3-2 to Christoph at the moment. Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Wojtowski play in this match. We know that he's a big floor player, and we have seen glimpses of it on TV. He can hit monster averages. Whitlock is going to be a really tough opponent. He's a seasoned pro. He's been there. He's done it. And he now seems to be hitting more 180s than ever. But something is telling me that Wojtowski will beat Whitlock in this one, and I'm going for him to see Simon off 6-4. Next up, we've got Michael Smith against Adrian. Michael Smith seeded 9, Adrian seeded 24. These guys have played each other 10 times before. It is 6-4 in Smith's favour. Now, 2 of the most naturally gifted dart players in the world. Of course, Jackpot 2 times world champion. Smith still trying to get over the line in a big one. Michael Smith will win a major. Everybody talks about it. He will win a major. But is it going to be the Masters? Is he going to get over the line in this big TV one? I don't think so. And he has Lewis in his way. We all know that Lewis is this insane quality player, and it's such a shame to see his demise in recent times. But again, when you've got that talent, it has to come back at some point. I don't think it's going to be in the Masters though, and I think that Smith will beat Lewis 6-4. Then we see Daryl Gurney up against Jeffrey Desvan. Daryl Gurney seeded 11, Jeffrey Desvan seeded 22. These guys have played each other 4 times before, and it is currently 3-1 to Gurney. Both these players can be hit or miss depending on which player turns up. We've seen it numerous times with both players. They can be so in and out of form, it's unbelievable. If they both bring their A game, this is going to be a thriller. If not, it's going to be very average. Gurney is sliding, but he says he's back on it. I think he's going to perform in this one, and he'll beat Desvan 6 legs to 5. We then see Jose de Souza up against Johny Clayton. Jose seeded 15, Johny seeded 18 for this tournament. These guys have played each other 2 times before, and it is currently 1-1. Now, I would say these guys are probably 2 of the nicest guys on the circuit. They've both got insane talent, and I'm really looking forward to this match. Of course, de Souza recently winning the Grand Slam. He is the champion, feeling really confident. But Johny is a steady player, and he always performs really, really well. Now, this was a really tough one for me to choose, but I am going for Johny Clayton to beat de Souza in a really close match, 6 legs to 5. In the final match, we've got Joe Cullen against Stephen Bunting. Joe Cullen seeded 16 for this one. Stephen Bunting seeded 17. Now, these guys have played each other 5 times before, and it is 3-2 in Bunting's favour. Now, I think this is going to be an absolute cracker. Cullen's match in the world against MVG was one of the best matches I've ever seen for some time. I could watch it over and over again. Cullen really is some player. But meanwhile, Bunting performed really well in the Worlds as well. You know, he went really deep. He says he's back in form. He's in the form of his life. This game is going to be a cracker. I think it's going to be full of 180s. Now, I had to coin flip this one to see who I was going to go for because I was sort of swaying between the 2 of them. But I am going for Bunting to edge it, just 6-5. Now, I think Cullen will actually be pleased. For those of you that watch my prediction videos, I think every single time that I have tipped Joe Cullen to win, he has lost. So I'm sure Joe don't watch the videos, but he will be really pleased, and maybe it's a good omen for him that I have not tipped him to win this one. So let's just have a quick recap of my predictions. I've gone for Ian White to beat Suljevic 6-5, Merlin King to beat Glen Durrant 6-5, Dimitri to beat Dobie 6-4, Christoph Ratajski to beat Simon Whitlock 6-4, Michael Smith to beat Adrian Lewis 6-4, Daryl Gurney to beat Jeffrey Desvan 6-5, Johny Clayton to beat Jose de Souza 6-5, and I'm going for Stephen Bunting to beat Joe Cullen 6-5. I hope that you enjoyed my prediction video, guys. I absolutely love doing these ones. Don't forget to add your predictions, which are now open at Fantasy Darts. There's over 100 players that have already added their predictions. That's 100% free to play, and there's some great prizes up for grabs. As always, please leave your comments below. Don't forget to download our app, also 100% free. Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, hit that like button for me. Even if you don't like it, hit it. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this videos. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.